Do you think that we're in a real estate recession right now? Housing prices are dropping in a bunch of different major cities, so it's easy to see that maybe we are in a recession or maybe we're not. It doesn't matter, to be honest. Whether you think that it's happening right now or it's going to happen later on in the future, the fact that remains that real estate has cycles and the market does go up and it does come back down. That's why I created this video to show you how to invest in a real estate recession so you're better prepared and you can start making some killer money during a recession. So if you're wanting to make money in the next recession or the recession that we're in now, hit that like button if you're excited. The first thing you need to do is your research. Start by understanding the current economic situation and how that affects real estate. Look at some historical data on how previous real estate recessions have impacted the market. You can start by talking to real estate investors and real estate agents to better understand the market and people that are already in the market right now. With real estate agents seeing the market every single day, it's literally their job. They're one of the best resources that you can go to figure out what's going on in the current market that you are in. They can see that the housing prices are dropping, if they're staying stagnant, if they're increasing, how long properties are staying on the market, etc. So a real estate agent is a great resource for you. You also want to get hyper focused on the markets that you're wanting to invest in. I recommend 2 or 3 markets to start with. Once you start with those 2 or 3 markets and you really understand the markets in that area, then you can start branching out. But for now, start with 2 to 3 markets. Once you've decided which markets that you want to go into, now it's time to identify a real estate property or real estate strategy you're wanting to use. During a recession, it's kind of obvious that the property prices are going to be down, so it's easy to pick up some of those low price properties and then renovate them, rent them out, and then whenever the market comes back up, that's when you're going to sell it. This goes back to the buy low, sell high, or you could just keep that property, you buy it at a super low price, and when the market comes back up, you can then do a cash out refinance or get a HELOC. That way you can buy more real estate that way. You also want to consider maybe potentially buying some properties that are located in good job growth areas and with a stable economy. By doing this, you're protecting yourself against prices falling even farther. Investing in real estate during a recession requires a ton of patience because you're not going to immediately see a payout. But if you're willing to wait, you're going to be reaping the benefits in the next 2, 3, 4 years. Remember that investing in real estate is a long-term game, and if you're investing in a long-term asset like real estate, you need to have a long-term mindset. Like I said just a few seconds ago, you're going to be buying a rental property, renting it out, and then holding on to that property for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and then you can sell it or refinance, cash out, refinance, and then pull out your money and go invest in more and more properties. So you're going to need to be patient for this. Next, during a recession, most of the properties, a lot of properties you're going to see on the market are distressed properties. These properties can be purchased for a fraction of their market value. So let's say that a property is distressed. Let's say the homeowner is distressed because they're going through a foreclosure, etc. Then they're having to sell it for 1/3 of what their, or 2/3 for what their property is worth. This is a great way for y'all that are wanting some immediate returns to come in there, purchase the property for already 34, 33% off, and then go around, turn it and sell it on the market. That's of course if you've already done your research and the data that you have collected supports this thesis or argument or whatever. If you want to know how to find those distressed properties, I have a few videos here on my YouTube channel on how you can find distressed properties. So just go on my channel, find those videos and just watch them. Another thing that you need to do in order to be prepared to invest in real estate during a recession is considering your financing options. Financing during a real estate recession can be tricky because the traditional real estate mortgages, the lenders, etc., they're a little bit lenient because of how the market is doing. I have some great news for you though. That's not the only way that you can get financing. You can get financing through hard money lenders, private money, partnering up with people, seller financing, and a bunch of different ways. But be sure that you are shopping around different financing options before you settle down with just one. I'm considering actually opening up my own lending company. So if that's something that you're interested in and me lending out you money for your real estate transactions, comment lending down below in the comments. Next, you need to develop a solid real estate strategy whenever a recession hits. Because if you don't have a solid investment strategy, then whenever it comes to a recession hitting, you're going to fall to pieces and you're not going to buy a piece of property. This means getting clear on your game plan, meaning that you need to figure out what strategy you're going to want to use, getting your financing in shape, how you're going to exit these properties, meaning how you're going to sell it, or you're going to cash out refinance, or you're actually going to sell the property. This means how you're going to find the properties, all these different things that make up a solid investment strategy. Investing in real estate can be challenging, so it's important to have a good, strong real estate investing team around you to support you. I know a lot of YouTube people go out there and tell you like, oh, you need to build a real estate team, but what what actually is that real estate team? That is finding your contractors, getting your mortgage lender on board, finding your real estate agent, all these different things. This is what's making up your team. These people can help you navigate the real estate market. They can help you do things that they have experience with that you just don't have experience with. This is coming back to leveraging other people's time. If someone has 20 years in the mortgage lending business, they have 20 years on you. So they probably know way more than you about the mortgage side of things. You have a real estate contractor, someone that's coming in doing plumbing, etc., that has 15 years on you on, plumbing, whatever their specialty is. It's probably best to listen to them because you have no experience in it. By involving all these different people on your team in the real estate investing process, and you buying a piece of property during a recession can help you set you up for success. Doing this before the recession hits is actually very important, because if you're doing this while the recession is hitting, then it's going to take time to build up that team and to eventually buy a piece of property. And at that point, you might have missed the bottom and missed out on some profits. As with any investment, you need to be managing your risk, and that's especially important during a recession. This can mean by don't be stretching yourself too thin during a recession. So let's say you have $50,000 worth to put towards investing in real estate. Don't spend all that $50,000. Have some cash reserves, have some rainy day funds, etc. Also, with managing your risk, you can also manage your risk by doing a good due diligence whenever that time comes. The real estate market can be unpredictable, especially during a recession. That's why it's very important for you to stay flexible. This means that you may need to adjust your real estate investing strategy, or you need to move different markets. Being adaptable and being able to change your strategy during the storm is going to help you become successful. Like I said before, investing in real estate is a long-term play, so it requires patience, it requires a good, solid strategy, and it requires a strong team. If you're willing to put in the work and take the time to invest in real estate, it can be very lucrative for you, and it can accelerate your financial freedom so you don't have to work that 9 to 5, you can get out of the rat race, and you can start spending life how you want to. If you want to learn more about real estate investing, hit that subscribe button, click that bell icon to get notified when I upload a YouTube video just like this one. There's going to be a video popping on your screen right now that I picked out specifically for you that I think you're going to enjoy. So go ahead and click on that video. But until the next video, I'm out. See ya.